everybody, I hope that you're doing well today. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Veronica and I'm one of the artist educators at Rosetta Arts Centre, and I teach alternate weeks on the Art Star Saturday School programme. And today I'm going to show you how to do a self-portrait, a bit like that. So I'm going to show you step by step how to make a self-portrait of yourself. So when an artist refers to a portrait, it's a picture of a person, and like I say, a self-portrait is a picture of the artist, the person creating the artwork self. We're going to do just the head, the neck, and if there's room at the bottom, we're going to put on the shoulders as well. We're not going to put arms and legs on today. It's just going to focus on facial features and whereabouts they'll go on the face. Obviously you're going to be following me step by step, and we're all different, we're all unique, so there's not a definite set of rules for each person, but I'm going to show you as a template, as a guide, roughly where the eyes will come, the mouth will come, the nose, and ways that we can draw it to make it easier for us when we're doing pictures of people, or in this case ourselves. And then at the end of the session you can personalise it and make it look a bit like you, so add your hair, put some patterns on your clothes, even do a background if you want to. So it's going to follow me first, and then like I say at the end you can personalise a bit. So what I want you to do to start, we did this in the first week, we're just going to practice a little bit with line pressure. Like I say, I know we've done this before, but it's a really good habit to get into and practice before we start drawing. So do you want to, at the top of your page, just do a row of very dark pencil lines, really pressing down, like that. And under your dark pencil lines, do you want to do a row of medium pencil lines? This is just a little warm-up, so it doesn't need to be perfect, or there's no set amount, it's just to get us practicing line pressure. Dark, medium, and we want to do some light pencil lines, so lines where we're hardly applying any pressure. There we go. And then turn over onto the other side of your paper, because we don't really want those showing on our portrait. When we start drawing the outlines, it's best to always start with a very light pencil line. Then we can rub it out if we make a mistake, or as well, if you don't have an eraser, it doesn't really matter if you make a mistake, because it's so light. You're just fleshing it out and you can work into it afterwards. So we're going to start off doing the face, the head. We want to fill up the majority of the page, so we've got a good amount of space to draw all the facial features and details on. So we're going to start by drawing a large oval or circle. Some people find that a bit tricky when we're working on a large scale, so a little thing you can do to make that easier. So if you start, we want to leave room for the hair at the top, so I'm going to go a few centimetres down, roughly in the middle, of the page, and a few centimetres down I've put a black dot like that, and I'm going to go straight down from there, and I'm going to leave again probably about 10 centimetres, between 5 and 10 centimetres from the bottom, just to leave a bit of room that we can put shoulders in. But we want to fill up most of the page with the head, and these are our guidelines now. So what we're going to do is in a really light pencil line, if you're working on a table, just rest your hand down, hold the pencil quite low, then you've got more control when you're drawing. And with a really light pencil line, I'm just going to draw a curve from the top line to the bottom, like that. I'm going to make mine slightly darker so you guys can see. Please do yours really, really lightly though, really try not to press down too hard, because like I say, if you want to rub it out then it's easier to do so. And then a curve on the other side like that. Fantastic. And next we're going to do some guidelines down the face, so we're going to do a vertical line straight down the middle to help us with our symmetry when we're drawing the face, and two horizontal lines across for where the eyes should go. Really, really important now that you do a super light pencil line. again, I'm going to make mine a bit darker just so you can see, but yours should be fairly visible, so light that it's really no trouble to rub it out. You won't have any lines left afterwards. There we go. So if you want to use a ruler for that, that's fine. And I always say with art it's better to practice without, but if you feel more comfortable doing that, that's fine. And next we're going to add some eyes. Our eyes, roughly, on most people, they come about a third of the way down the face, or about just above the halfway point. So if we go with just above halfway, it's going to estimate 2 dots on each side. And then, again, really lightly in pencil, I'm going to draw a horizontal line across. And for the eyes, I want to leave about a centimetre or 2 of space. So I'm going to do another horizontal line across. There we go. And like I say, about, mine's quite high, but about a third of the way down, just above halfway, is roughly right for that. And next we're going to add some eyes on. So I'm going to do a downward facing curve from the top of my line. If you want to get them the same width apart from the nose, you can use your fingers like that, so that there's not one eye too close. There we go. So I've done 2 curved lines. And then from the bottom of the curved line, I'm going to do an upward facing curve, trying to keep them so they're fitting on the bottom line underneath. There we go. It's got 2 eye shapes. And next I want to add the eyelid. So from the centre, I'm just going to draw another small curved line up and across. There we go. And we're going to add we want to add the colour part of our eye. That's the large circle, the large colour part, and that's called the iris. So from the bottom of my eyelid, I'm going to draw, if we look closely, our iris is really quite big. It comes from the bottom of our eyelid down and right to the bottom of the eye. So I'm going to do a big circle, large circle, and I'm going to do that inside both of my eyes for the iris. There we go. And the big black circle in the middle of our eye, that's called the pupil. So I'm going to do another circle inside. I can use my dark pencil line here. Nice and big. We don't want a dot, we want a big black circle. Really press down hard with the pencil. So they're about the same size. There we go. I think I'm going to shade in the iris, the colour part, so just going nice and slow. Using a light to medium line. Shade in the tip of your irises. Get it so there's no white showing. There we go. And before I add any lashes on, I'm going to rub out the horizontal line going through the middle. So this is why we want it to be really light, and it's easy to rub out, and we won't have any ugly marks left there. we go. And next I'm going to add on the eyelashes. The eyelashes will come from the bottom of the eyelid. So for those I'm just going to do I'm going to use a dark line for this. I'm going to do lots of little short lashes, slightly curved. Again, we're all different. Some of us will have longer lashes, some will have shorter, so it's up to you. Go on, I'm going to add a few shorter lashes on the bottom of the eye. There we go. And I'm going to do some eyebrows. To start, I'm going to do a curved line above each eye, like that. And I'm going to draw lots of little lines close together for the eyebrows. Again, my eyebrows, if I'm doing it based on me, a portrait of myself, they're quite thick and they go quite thin as we go outwards, but your eyebrows might be different. So I advise, if you've got a mirror, or you can go into the bathroom and have a look, just have a look at the shape of your eyebrows and just draw. I'm just filling them in, doing lots of little lines very close together, which gradually get shorter as we go out towards the edges. So start thick and then get a bit thinner as we go out. Take your time doing so. Go. One of them slightly lower, so I'm just going to make the other one a bit thicker there. There we go. And yeah, obviously you've got a bit more time than me, so really work into them for as long as you need. Work into detail for as long as you need, and then you can come back. And next we're going to do the nose. The bottom of the nose is roughly halfway between the eyes and the chin. So I'm just going to estimate very roughly about here. And what I'm going to do for my nose, I'm going to start on one side and I'm going to do a line across. Can you see where now we've got our, so we're going to start with the nostrils. We've got our line going through the middle. What we're going to do when we get there is just dip down. It's going to be the front part of our nostrils, and then go out again with a straight line. There we go. So we've just got a shape like that. And then for the sides, just going to curve upwards with my pencil. And on one side, on the left hand side, I'm just going to do a curved line up between my eyes. There we go. And we want to show our nostrils as well, so just at the bottom I'm just going to do two black dark black curve like this. Here we go. And then we want to add the mouth. The mouth comes halfway between the bottom of the nose and the chin. So I'm going to do a line. Slightly curved line, there we go. Like that. And then I'm going to start on the left hand side of the curve. And I'm going to draw two mountains. So my first mountain, it comes up. And then when I get to the line going through my face, it dips down. And then goes up and down again. For my top lip, so we've got a curve going upwards, a mountain that dips down, and then into another mountain. And for the bottom part of the lips, I want to do a boat shape. So I'm just going to go across like these. There we go. It's going to define the line going, the curve going through the middle. Lovely jubbly. Okay, and what we can do then, and if you want to get a rubber, just rub out that line going through the middle. Vertical lines, we don't need that anymore. We're going to add some ears. So for our ears, we're just going to do some skinny C shapes, starting on level with where the eyes are at the side of the face. So I'm just going to do two. Like I say, make them quite thin, coming inwards so they don't stick out. And we're going to add a neck. So sometimes when people are drawing necks, they make them quite small, quite thin like that. But that's not right because our heads are quite heavy, so our necks need to be pretty wide to hold our heads up. So we're going to start for the neck. If we come just from the side of the face, just do a curved line in like this. And we can do that on both sides. There we go. And I'm going to draw, for what I'm wearing, I'm going to draw a curved line across and then a V down for my dress. The neck. Like that. And our shoulders are pretty broad because again, they've got to hold up our neck, which has got to hold up our head. So I'm just going to do a line which goes off the page like that. And well done, guys. So those are the basic steps we can follow when we're drawing a person, but now we want to personalise it, so it's a portrait of you, it's a self-portrait. So if you've got short hair, you can add short hair on. Like I said, this is where we've left a few centimetres at the top, so that you can fit the hair on. I've got a fringe that comes across my eye like that. And a plait at the side. So I'm just going to sketch that out. Always working lightly in pencil because then you can work into it and make any changes. And it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. Right here, there we go. So like I say, just take your time. And then I'm going to fill in the hairs individually, so see, when you're doing the hair, just take your time. Try and connect each hair from where you're drawing it from. And I'm doing things quite quickly as I'm on video, so it's not doesn't get boring for you to watch, but please do take your time. There we go. I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to make my ear slightly bigger there. Change anything around. Brilliant. And anything you want really now, you can, if you've got glasses, you can add the glasses on. You can personalise it. You can put, if you've got any decorations or patterns on your clothes, you can add those on. If you want an extra challenge, you don't have to do this, but if you want to do a bit of shading, like we did in the session a couple of weeks ago when we did the still life, you can look for areas of shadow and put them in. So I can see under my eyes I've got some lines and shadow there. I've got coming across my neck. So have a look in a mirror, and then you can blend with your finger. Yeah, so the main thing is do the portrait, following the steps. Add on the hair, add on any detailing you want to add on. So like I say, glasses, you might have freckles, detail on your top. You can decorate the background if you want. And if you want an extra challenge, like I say, you can add a bit of shading in, so look for darker areas where we've got shadow coming in. You might want to use a darker shade on your clothes. I don't advise using paints or colouring pencils if you're going to do shading as well. Maybe do a separate picture for that if you want to. But just use your different shades that we've used today. And yes, don't forget we've got a PDF of instructions on the Rosetta website as well under this video, so have a look if you need any prompts, and just keep practicing really. The more you do it, the better you become, like drawing in general. If you have any questions, just pop me an email. Don't forget I'll be live on Zoom after the session, so I can go through anything. But yeah, take care everyone, and I will see you very shortly.